Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Abdul Hafid, and today in this video I'm going to show you how we can make an automatic slider in Figma. So this video will show like slide by slide or like card by card slider, not like an automatic infinite scroll. So you should have, you should focus on this because this is not as easy as doing an infinite scroll. So let's start. So firstly, I'm using the same file that I used in the last video about how can we make components and auto layout together. But I just created a new page, like I just copy paste and move everything, call it slider, and that's all of it. And also I created a component called card. So this component just has, as you can see, like a rectangle, like a frame with a card title and card description, and that's all of it. So now let's start doing the card slider component. So we just need a frame for now. Cool. This frame will be an auto layout. As you can see, I'm not choosing the second one, the third one, because I want them side by side. In the middle, I'm just going to move the batting from all the sides. And then I'll just put my first card, my second card, my third card, and four cards. I'm just going to showcase 4 cards in this video. Cool. What else? I'm just going now to add a 5th card, which is going to be the same as the first one. So if you're going to show like 4 images or like 4 cards, the first image you will put it again in the first one. So I'm going to change. I'm just going to show what I mean. So let's stick with like a greenish color, a yellowish color, and pinkish color. Cool. So as you can see, I have these 1, 2, 3, 4 different cards, and then the last one will be the same as the first one. And I'm going to explain this why in a second. But now let's just complete. I'm just going to get back to my slider and check the margins. So like the margins, like 20 from each side. Maybe you'll tell me why I'm doing this. I will explain this in a moment. So because this card is the same size as from here to here. So I don't want to make the card slide from nowhere. I want it to slide from this to this. So that's why I'm going to add these 20 margins to my frame. I'm going to show you this in a second. So for this one, I'm just going to add, see, this one is meant for margin. I'm just going to add a 20 margin and also 20 between each component, and that's great so far. Lastly, I'm just going to remove the auto layout after I finish, and this is the tricky part. Because I want to add like a slide animation, I have to do something right now, which is to copy this the same amount, like the same total as my card. So I have like 5 cards. I'm just going to copy this 5 times. So 1, I'm just going to do this pretty quick, and lastly I'm just going to have this. Cool. So these are 5 now, and now I will show you something pretty cool. For each card right now, I'm just going to make make the frame smaller to its size with the 20 margins, as you can see. Cool. I hope you guys understood what I'm doing. And I'm doing this by holding control and then slide, because without control it will be something like this, which I don't want to. Cool. So let me now show you what I mean by this. So now for the first card, I'm just going to hit control and do it not to the same size as the card. I'm just going to make sure that 20 margins exists. Now the same thing for the second one. Look. I think that's cool so far, right? And lastly, for the last card. The last card, as I told you, is the same as the first one because I want to make like a good animation. I'm going to explain this in a moment. And then simply I will stack these between each other. Cool. And I will just make sure that they have 0 margins between them. Why? Because as I told you, they already have like margins between each other, right? Cool. And now I think we can just start our animation. I just need to make all of these not as a component, something called component set. Component set, that means it will make this as the default and these are the variants. So look, see? So like 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So like 5 variants of the same component. Cool. And then I'll just add animations. Or like, before this, let me just rename it to card slider. Okay, cool. And then for each one of these frames, we're going to add an interaction after delay. And you can now specify how many milliseconds you want. For me, I just want after 1000 milliseconds, that means a whole second. I want to change to the second frame with Smart Animate ease out 500 milliseconds. Okay, this is my what I like. I'm just going now to copy this interaction and paste it here, but this time for frame 7. Copy it, frame 8, and then copy it. No, sorry. Copy it, and then lastly frame 9. For the last one, I'm going to add another one, but this one's not going to be Smart Animate, it will be instant to the first frame, which is the same frame as it. Okay, I will show you now why in a second. So now we can just take this card slider and put it in our app, not app, I mean, frame, and then we can just hit preview, and now we can see. Look, everything now works, and see? That's what we want. So that's why I have already made or created the smart, like the last card as well, because if it's not the same color, let me show you what I mean. If it's not the same card, let me just change the color to make it, I don't know, this one. I'll just make it like gray one. Cool. And then I will preview this again. I'll show you what I'm talking about. See? Look now. I don't want this like sudden remove or like sudden change. Also, this one will show for 1 second and this one will show for 1 second, so both add to 2 seconds, which I don't want to. So what I'm going to do for the prototype, I'm just going to make this 500 milliseconds, or maybe I could just make it 0 milliseconds or 1 millisecond, and that's all of it. So now let me preview again and show you how this works. Let's now see. Cool. So now we have an automatic slider for each one of those, let's say, cards. And as I told you, explain, so why I added the 20 margins, because now as you can see, the cards actually go all the way on the screen. If I didn't add the 20 margins, they will just appear from nowhere and go from nowhere, and that's why I added this. So yes, this is the whole tutorial. I hope you liked it, and this video is a suggestion from someone on the previous video, so thank you for suggesting, and hopefully I will do more of these as well. So yeah, thank you.